finally got my package, right? And this is a Tooliom TL-135 Pro welder, right? I know nothing about welding at all, but I'm gonna learn. And I'm gonna learn today, right? So we will take this out the box and we will check it out. All right. All right, so here we go. So this is directions on how to use it, right? And it's supposed to be a gasless mag stick welder, right? So it's a gasless mag stick. So I guess this right here is the mag stick. And this is the welder, right? And you see here, it's just plug into a regular socket. That's it. And this right here, cable. And this right here is the ground. Right, so I guess you gotta ground it down to metal. We'll take the machine out the bag. So this is it right here. It's a little machine. It's portable. You know what I'm saying? Not all that big. It's cool. All right, that's nice right there, right? All right, so let's check it out on this side. So I guess this is the mag stick right here. I think it plugs into the negative. It plugs into the negative. And the ground, this is to keep it ground. And this plugs into the positive. The only reason it works like that because we're using the mag stick. We're using this right here. So this welder only cost me $99, right? That's all it cost me. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff nowadays, we gotta do it ourselves because the inflation is crazy, man. Everything is like so high right now. So I had to go to this machine shop, right? And I guess they specialize in steel and metal and stuff like that, right? And I had just 2 brake clips. I wanted to get 2 done just in case one of them broke. I already had a template of how I want the brake clip to look, right? I ordered the brake clip off of AliExpress. It was like $10, right? I couldn't find a brake clip nowhere. I went to motorcycle shops. I went to different auto supply stores and all that. Couldn't find a brake clip nowhere. Found it on AliExpress, right? The only thing about the brake clip, I'm gonna show you when I get it, right? Just one part needs to be resurfaced. It needed to be grinded down, right? That's it. I tried to grind it down myself. The first one I did, I was able to do it, but I couldn't get it level. It was like crooked, right? But I was able to get it to the level that I wanted, but it took me so long. No, it was aluminum. Aluminum dust everywhere, so I was like, let me try to just go to a shop to see if they have a machine that could just grind it down in one day, you know what I'm saying, real fast, you know what I'm saying, because it's just a little piece and it'd be like not that expensive. Well, it was expensive, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I don't know how these places go stay in business because from my understanding, everybody not, you know what I'm saying, rich like that. You know what I'm saying? People don't have that money just to throw away for some a little project like that. You feel me? And just to get it grinded down, right? It cost me $466 just to get it grinded down. And I was like, this is crazy. So I figured, I was like, man, I'm spending all this money to get somebody else to do the work that I could do for, you know what I'm saying, for like pennies on the dollar. But I'm paying all this money. I might as well start buying my own machines and learn how to do this stuff myself. You feel me? Because it's like almost impossible to do. It's almost impossible to be able to afford this when you constantly when you want to build not just one, you know what I'm saying, one little project, when you want to build multiple projects, it's not affordable. The amount that it cost me to pay to get this brake clamp grinded down, it was more expensive than I paid for one of my little dirt bikes. It was insane. So I said, like I was saying, let me learn how to do this myself. So I asked the dude too, I was like, do y'all do welding? Oh, he was like, yeah, we do all that. You see, we do all this. You see all the metal work we done. We do all the welding and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay. So I just want this little metal piece. Let me show you. This metal piece right here. I just want I want them to cut it, boom, right there. Cut it right here, right? Then take this piece where my pegs is at, because my pegs, you know what I'm saying, it's not the right size pegs that I got on the razor, right? So when I put my feet on, they just go down a little bit. So I want them to slide this up in there in the joint where I need it and just weld it on there just for it to stay, like probably 2 spots. Tap weld it right here, right here, right here. These 4 corners when they cut it off, right? That right there alone, $400 just to weld it. I was like, man, I can't afford this. Let me go ahead with that $400 that I will spend again just to get a piece of this welded to where my pegs is at. Let me go and buy the tools that I need so I can do this myself. For it will be more affordable for myself. I don't have to go to no machine shop or no body shop or nothing. I could just take my time and learn how to do everything myself, because it's better to learn how to do stuff yourself, because if something break down, something go wrong, you know exactly what's wrong with it, right? Right. So what? So I bought this sheet of metal, right? It's a plain sheet of metal, because I was looking up about using this machine right here. I was looking up, when you weld, right, you can only weld on certain type of metals, because if you weld on the wrong metal, like galvanized steel metal, or all them other metals, or chrome or something that's being plated, don't weld on nothing that's plated. Don't weld on plated chrome. You feel me? Don't weld on I forgot the names of the other metals, but basically don't weld on anything on other different types of metals that being plated, metals that being coated, because once that metal start burning, it starts shooting off toxic gases that can kill you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just plain metal right here. Not metal, but plain steel. That's what we will be grinding on. And this steel plate right here is what I'm gonna be practicing on, right? I'm gonna be practicing on this. I'm gonna hit it a couple times. I'm gonna make some videos hitting it a couple times. Try to, you know what I'm saying, learn how to get my weld straight. And that's it, and I'm on, you know? You know what I'm saying? So this is the machine that I got. It's a cool little machine. It's portable, so I might keep it in my RV. You know what I'm saying? Take it with me when I go on trips, just in case something break or something I can weld it, you know? And that's it. And we're gonna hook up the welding machine, right? So the type of welding we're gonna do is called flux mag, right? We'll be using this gun, right? So I think they call it flux core or flux mag, you know? I'm still learning. I really don't know that much, but we will use these instructions right here that we got. And we'll use this chart, this weld chart, so we can do everything correctly, right? That's how you learn. So on this chart, it shows if we do a flux welding, right? We gotta hook the gun all right, this is the gun. We gotta hook this gun. It shows on the chart to this top black piece right here. So get in there. So I guess that's hooked up right there. And then we plug this into right here. Let me just just screw that up in there tight. Make sure everything tight that's in there tight. Then on the chart, it shows right here. On the chart, it shows that we hooked the ground. This is supposed to be ground to the metal that you're trying to weld, right? We hooked the ground right here. This is the ground. We hook it to the red. Let me take it apart. So we'll hook this up to the red. Right here. So you can see that right here, hooking it to the bottom of the red. All right. So these are two things that's hooked up. We have nothing plugged in, so we're good. So now we will hook up this flux right here, flux core wire that we bought separately. All right, this is the wire, welding wire. So we will hook that up. And we will use the instructions, show us how to do it step by step. And this diagram right here show you how to do it. See that? So what we're gonna do is, so you can see it, we'll turn it this way. We will screw this off. But first we'll open it up. See, let me use my scissors. Open this up. It was tightly sealed, all the air. It's starting to suck in air now. Right, okay, make sure what it's for. All right, so here we go. This one is just for like regular metal. I think it's called mag metal or something like that. We got a real thin wire, I don't know. Size is 0.030 inches, 0.8 millimeters. So on the diagram, it shows that the wire had to be inserted under, not over, not this way, but the bottom. So we'll take this off. Slide this in like this. And one thing, make sure that you don't take off the tape that's around it until you put this in the machine. Because mine, you see, it got all crazy. Boom. So if you take these apart, you forget how to put it back together, this diagram will show you. So this go on first. Just like that. Then the little spring. The washer next. Then you screw it down. So then you get the wire. So we will unhook the wire, then we will feed it through this. Hooked up, we fed the wire through this machine right here. So now we go plug in the machine. Right here, it's plugged in. We'll turn it on. Here's running now. And so now, we will feed this wire all the way to the tip of this by pulling this. So Hopefully you see that. So boom, it's right there at the tip. So we'll turn the machine off. Turn the machine off. You see the tip of the wires right there. So now we'll go over the directions to see what set we was to put the machine on, so we could start welding. Let me show you what I got. So I got this little metal plate, this steel plate right here. So we're just gonna do a little probably welding today, just like a little straight line to see how it works. But first I'm gonna check it out to see the settings and everything, what it's supposed to be set on, and then we're gonna check out how to weld.